Verses 1 to 13. Manasseh was itself but one half of the tribe of Joseph, and yet was divided and subdivided. It was divided into two parts, one already settled on the other side Jordan, consisting of those who were the posterity of Machir, v1. This Machir was born to Manasseh in Egypt. There he had signalized himself as a man of war, probably in the contests between the Ephraimites and the men of Gath. His warlike disposition descended to his posterity, and therefore Moses gave them Gilead stand Bashan, on the other side Jordan, of which before. It is here said that the lot came to Manasseh, for he was the firstborn of Joseph. Bishop Patrick thinks it should be translated, though he was the firstborn of Joseph, and then the meaning is plain, that the second lot was for Manasseh, because, though he was the firstborn, yet Jacob had preferred Ephraim before him. See the names of those heads of the families that settled on the other side Jordan. That part on this side Jordan is subdivided into 10 families, v5. There were 6 sons of Gilead here named, v2, the same that are recorded number 26:30-32, only that he who is there called Jazir is here called Abiezer. 5 of these sons had each of them their portion. The 6th, which was Heper, had his male line cut off in his son Zelophehad, who left daughters only, 5 in number, of whom we have often read, and these 5 had each of them a portion, though perhaps, they claiming under Heper, all their 5 portions were but equal to one of the portions of the 5 sons. Or if Heper had other sons besides Zelophehad, in whom the name of his family was kept up, their posterity married to the daughters of Zelophehad the elder brother, and in their right had these portions assigned them. The claim which the daughters of Zelophehad made, grounded upon the command God gave to Moses concerning them, v4. They had themselves, when they were young, pleaded their own cause before Moses, and obtained the grant of an inheritance with their brethren, and now they would not lose the benefit of that grant for want of speaking to Joshua, but seasonably put in their demand themselves, as it should seem, and not their husbands for them. The assignment of their portions according to their claim. Joshua knew very well what God had ordered in their case, and did not object that they having not served in the wars of Canaan there was no reason why they should share in the possessions of Canaan, but readily gave them as inheritance among the brethren of their father. And now they reaped the benefit of their own pious zeal and prudent forecast in this matter. Thus those who take care in the wilderness of this world to make sure to themselves a place in the inheritance of the saints in light will certainly have the comfort of it in the other world, while those that neglect it now will lose it forever. We have here a short account of the lot of this half-tribe. It reached from Jordan on the east to the Great Sea on the west. On the south it lay all along contiguous to Ephraim, but on the north it abutted upon Asher and Issachar. Asher lay northwest, and Issachar northeast, which seems to be the meaning of that, v10, that they, that is, Manasseh and Ephraim, as related to it, both together making the tribe of Joseph, met in Asher on the north and Issachar on the east, for Ephraim itself reached not those tribes. Some things are particularly observed concerning this lot. That there was great communication between this tribe and that of Ephraim. The city of Tappuah belonged to Ephraim, but the country adjoining to Manasseh, v8, there were likewise many cities of Ephraim that lay within the border of Manasseh, v9, of which before. That Manasseh likewise had cities with their appurtenances in the tribes of Issachar and Asher, v11, God so ordering it, that though every tribe had its peculiar inheritance, which might not be alienated from it, yet they should thus intermix one with another, to keep up mutual acquaintance and correspondence among the tribes, and to give occasion for the doing of good offices one to another, as became those who, though of different tribes, were all one Israel, and were bound to love as brethren. That they suffered the Canaanites to live among them, contrary to the command of God, serving their own ends by conniving at them, for they made them tributaries, v12, 13. The Ephraimites had done the same, ch 1610, and from them perhaps the Manassites learned it, and with their example excused themselves in it. The most remarkable person of this half-tribe in aftertime was Gideon, whose great actions were done within this lot. He was of the family of Abiezer. Caesarea was in this lot, and Antipatris, famed in the latter ages of the Jewish state.